Hey, how's it going, YouTubers? It's Jay again here with another video. Today is a little bit different. I'm not going to be playing guitar. I wanted to make a quick video because I was watching a video by a guy I subscribed to, Privet Tricker. I'm sure a lot of you guitar players who subscribe to my channel probably also subscribe to his. He does songs by everyone. He's awesome. So much better than me. You can learn a lot from him. If you don't, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. He's really good. But he was playing a guitar, kind of one of those old 60s Frankenstein looking guitars that you'd see, those Japanese crazy ones with all the bells and whistles and buttons and push knobs and stuff. And it got me thinking. I actually had a friend who is still making music today. He's in a band. But I had a Rogue. I don't know if you ever heard of Rogue, but Rogue was the house brand from Musician's Friend. And they sold a version of the Violin bass. And that was actually the first bass I ever purchased, was a Rogue Violin bass. And it served me well. But eventually it just ended up sitting around. I bought better sounding basses over the years, and it just sat there. So a friend of mine said, I want to trade you for this guitar that I found. I only spent like 50 bucks on it or something. But this guitar has had a life. And you know, I know there's a lot of guys out there that are much more, they're much better guitar people than me. I just wanted to show you this guitar, and I wanted you to try to help me identify it, because there's no maker mark on it. I have not been able to find a maker mark, and I know it must be one of those Conrad area, Tesco or Tisco, whatever it's called, Univox. I have no idea. But let's get to it. So this is the guitar. As you can see, it's a violin style. It's got F-holes. They are real F-holes. You can see inside them. Tortoiseshell pickguard, which looks to be original. It close in on the hardware there. Right. So you got two switches for, I assume, each pickup, and you've got a volume knob. It says V on it, and then you move in on the other one, and it says T for tone. So, pretty cool. So, if you look at the pickups, you will notice they are actually lipstick pickups. They're aftermarket. And if I can, hopefully the camera is good enough to show you some of the roughness that this guitar has endured. On the back side, I'll try to get the light to hit it right. You can see around this area there's been some sort of refinishing. There's a line that runs down here. The tail piece down here, and the entire, you can see this whole thing was cracked here. Look at that. I mean, rough. Really rough. Whoever fixed it, looks like they put in a new jack system, but you know, there's holes all up and down this thing. This part here, I mean, it's rough. It's really rough. You know, I don't know if the fretboard tells you anything, because you've got the dot inlays that are up on the top of it, which I know is a little bit different than, you know, them being, normally you'll see them in the center of the fretboard going up and down, but not this one. This is the back side where I believe, if I'm looking at these tuners, they don't look rough enough to be original, so I'm pretty sure that these tuners are probably new. The nut, I don't know if you could tell, but the nut sucks. And then we get to the headstock. It's got this scroll work. I guess it's made to look like a violin kind of head. But as you can see, if there was ever a sticker anywhere on it, it's gone, except I'm going to try to get in on this as close as I can. That, which appears to be a serial number, which reads, from what I can see, 1291. There's some space before it. The one, it starts here and it goes 1291, and there's some space up here. Now, I've looked inside the F-holes, and I've really looked good to try to see if there was any maker's mark inside, anything along those lines. But I have not been able to find anything. So obviously, it's just out of curiosity at this point. I really don't care. I'm not thinking about selling the guitar or anything like that. I mean, if somebody was going to give me money for it, then great. But it is rough. It's a rough guitar. And, you know, it was basically just, you know, I don't even know, to be honest with you, you know, this bridge is floating right here, the bridge. And it does look fairly new. So it's possible that this might have even been a bass at one point. It might have been a Beatle bass copy, because there were a ton of those. I mean, everybody was making those things back in those days. I mean, this thing sounds absolutely... It's not in tune or anything. It sounds like a banjo almost. It's like... It's terrible. When you plug it in, it's even worse. I don't even know what anyone would use it for. The action, if you could see the action on this thing, I mean, look at that. You can fit a bus through there. Jesus. Anyway, anybody who is out there that has any thoughts, you know, comment, take a look, let me know. It's just out of curiosity at this point, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And let's see what it is. Take care.